Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco from WrestleAm, a podcast on YouTube, KocoSports, wherever you find your podcast needs. We're also a streamer on twitch.tv/KocoSports, and I've been screaming my head off for the Yokohama Grits, and I'm going to Pro Wrestling Noah tomorrow. Pro Wrestling Noah will be free on wrestle-universe.com. They're doing something new. I'm excited. I'll be there in Shinjuku Face to see what it's all about, and yeah, it's just been crazy busy. But the most important question for you, AEW Saturday Collision, one-on-one versus the WWE pay-per-view. What did you think of it? Win, loss, or tie? What did you think overall of this show? I'm giving the show a win. I'm giving it a win, but it's like, it wasn't perfect. And have you guys ever had like one of the greatest stuffed peppers in the world? And you're like, yeah, it's best stuffed pepper in the world, but I just don't like stuffed peppers. I do feel like AEW is becoming way more sports entertaining. And I think the loud people on social media love that. But I don't know if like being the same as something is good for it, you know? But hey, that's just me. Let's break it down. Overall, we do give it a win. I'm reading off Cage Match, Twitter, and WrestleInc. I have no affiliation whatsoever with any of these sites. I'm an old man, been traveling like crazy, got a short-term memory, and a little sparks the memory. So let's go give it a shot here, okay? Let's go kick some butt. We got Big Bill and Ricky Starks defeat FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Haywood for a title change with 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Now, a copyright or, there's trademark's the word I'm looking for. A trademark on CMFTR just cleared, and everyone was panicking, getting worried. A lot of chats with different people around the thing. Andy Paps, and a couple others. And I don't know all the details, but not many jobs would keep you around. I think sometimes Tony is too nice. And also when they did go for a trademark, I don't know how long it takes trademarks to go through for pro wrestlers, because just like copyright and trademarks, it benefits the rich. It just benefits the rich. The more money you have, the more copyright has your back. The more money you have, the faster you can get trademarks through. So I'm not really sure when they got it. This might have just been a puzzle, but there was a lot of drama. It was a short match. It was a shock. I did not see it coming. I actually had to rewatch the match. I was like, okay, got it. Big Bill, Ricky Starks, FTR. Okay. Hey, fucking Big Bill and fucking Ricky Starks is going to win. Goddamn name. Fucking Big Bill. Jesus Christ, FTR already wrestled him in WWE. You fucking got to experience. You fucking know how. Got it. FTR wins. I understand. I back away slowly. No problem. No. What? What the fuck just happened? Rewind. What? So yeah, it was a shock. And so it was absolutely fantastic. I don't know how to feel, but the fact that I rewound live television, I was like, whoa, we got to rewatch that one. Is a good sign. It was a short match. I'm reading this source, Draven at Wrestling Covers on Twitter. Fightful confirms FTR is signed to AEW through 2027, and both sides are on good terms with one another. Dax filing a trademark. CMFTR could be used to be outside of AEW or New Japan. It depends when they trademark that. I think it's one of those things, people are like, it's not that big a deal. And it's like, I don't know. I think Vince would have fired him. I think almost every company would have fired him. I really think they would have been fired for trademarking something that, but who knows? Maybe not. They would definitely be fired. Like most companies would fire you. I know we live in this world, and I just think sometimes Tony's problem is he's too nice. And I know we live in this world where, like, people love and hate corporations. So, like, if if WWE does something, AEW does something, Impact does something, I'm like, oh, it's not big a deal. But that's why I ask you to have standards. That's why I ask you to like think of what you want as a pro wrestling fan, especially if you're gonna do reviews, especially I guess just in general. In general, know what you're looking for in life, and don't wait for someone to tell you what to say, and definitely don't be like, oh, I don't understand the worship of those corporations. But I think Tony Khan gets a lot of heat just because he's nice. And it depends when the trademark was sent. I think that's a big factor. If CM Punk was still part of the company and they trademarked it, then yeah. But if you fire CM Punk and this motherfucker coming out, like, dude, you don't have to have the heart-to-heart. You don't have to have a heart-to-heart. I don't know. You want to do it, Vince? You want to do it, WWE? You want to do it in ECW? You want to do it in WCW? You want to do it in Impact Wrestling? You want to do it in New Japan? You want to do it in Noah? There's a difference between being a fucking YouTuber or someone that's not important than an employee for a corporation. I don't know. It's weird because on one hand, human beings worship corporations they don't work for, but then the employees that do work there, they're like, fuck the corporations. I don't understand. I don't understand the fucking human beings. It's like, I'm going to wait until the corporation tells me how to think. What? You get paid and you fucking... It's like, I don't fucking... We live in fucking clown world. It's bizarro world. Oh, man. Recently, I was talking to someone about this. I'm not going to mention any names. But I was like... You can't have fucking employees talk shit. There's a difference between an employee and a fucking reviewer. That's the problem. You guys don't know there's a difference between the media reviewer and an employee. I figured it out. I figured out the humans. I figured out the human beings. I thought I was fucking crazy. I figured it out. You guys don't know a reviewer is not an employee. You guys don't know the media isn't an employee. We found out we found out what's wrong with the humans. We found out what was wrong with the humans. I thought this was going to be a middle of the night AEW Collision where I just fucking reviewed it poorly. But no. You get bonus content with KocoSports. We have figured out what is wrong with the humans. Now, maybe in my WWE review, we'll figure out how to fix the humans. And in my New Japan preview, we'll get the ball rolling. And then we'll change the world. I said it, Ibushi. We'll change the world. Okay, I got off topic. Anyway, there's speculation that Cash could be injured. That's why I didn't take much offense tonight. So, there you go. My source is Fightful, from Wrestle Covers, from Draven, from Twitter. I might as well just say, at that point, source internet. Or should I just be like everyone else and be like, yeah, I fucking know? Or should I be like those assholes that are like, everything on the internet is wrong. Everything. Your birthday's on the fucking internet. It's wrong. They got it wrong. It's actually matches your birth certificate. It's all wrong because it's on the internet. So. Next, probably one of, let me see. Probably match of the night, maybe. You got a singles match. Bryan Danielson defeats Kyle Fletcher. I enjoyed this match a lot. I want to see Bryan Danielson get to 100%. It's nice to see Kyle Fletcher get some time on a big stage. There was a dive to the outside. That looked a little bit nasty, but I don't know. Fucking maybe pro wrestlers, maybe pro wrestlers just take a little bit of chance. I don't know. But overall, I enjoyed it. 6-man tag match. You got Bullet Club, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, and Juice Robinson with Jay White. Defeat Angelico. Totally fucking nailed that name. Gravity, Metallic, and with another luchador, Sabrantico. I was going to say other luchador because I knew I was going to fuck that guy's name up. It was a short match. There was promos. I'm just going to say it now, dude. I'm just going to say it now. Tony, sit down. Tony, sit down. Triple H, sit down. Ghetto, sit down. Pro Wrestling Noah, sit down anyway. Just sit down anyway. I don't know if you've done this, but just sit down anyway. There's too many champions. Okay, I'm going to say it. There's too many fucking champions. I know you guys rub your fucking dicks together with corporations, but the reality is there's too many goddamn champions. Okay? There's too many champions. And there's too many champion belts being stolen. Okay, listen. Let's say you have a cupcake, okay? Follow me on this one, boys. All right, let's say a cupcake might sound too naughty. What's the word I'm looking for? A waffle still sounds naughty. Dude, are you sexual fucking perverts? Is there a piece of food that you didn't fucking ruin? A pizza pie. All right, let's say you have a pizza pie, right? And if there's only one pizza pie, it's a very special pizza pie. But if that pizza pie gets passed around fucked and delivered to wrong fucking houses and they fucking roll it in the fucking mud, it's just not as special. It's just not as special. Moral of the story, don't fuck your pizzas, have fucking less champions, and don't steal the goddamn title belts. If you ain't fucking FIP and you ain't CM Punk, you're done. You're done. No more stealing belts. And CM Punk, no, that's not fair. CM Punk, it was pretty good in FIP. Not gonna fucking lie. Not gonna lie. Tip my hat to Sal. Not gonna lie. Okay? Pretty good. Fucking 9/10 of law, whatever bullshit. Great. Stop. Just stop. Let's retire that storyline for another 47 years, okay? I don't want to come on this show and be like, oh, and the championship belt was fucking stolen. Fuck you, Evil. Fuck you, Ghetto. Fuck you, Jay White. Fuck you, Tony Khan. And fuck you, anyone else who steals titles. We're done. We're done. It's so fucking stupid. And I'm going to fucking have... And here's the thing. I admit Jay White has improved a lot. I have a little reputation of being a Jay White hater. God forbid you critique anything. I was a little hard on Jay White in defense of Jay White. But Jesus Christ. I'm like, hey, I didn't think Kevin Kelly had a perfect run. You fucking hate him. I think Jake Lee should change his style of pro wrestling. You fucking hate him. Have you guys accomplished anything in life? I feel like anytime you critique something, you fucking hate them. Can you imagine if that was what it was in the book? I read your book, and on chapter 7, I thought, you fucking hate me? Do you fucking hate me, Dad? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Fuck you, champions, wrestling champs. Matter of fact, it's official now. No one's a wrestling champ. Or is everyone a wrestling champ? You decide in the comments. Is every single human being on planet Earth a wrestling champ? Or is there is no wrestling champions whatsoever? Because we might as well cancel all of pro wrestling champions because they're fucking worthless, or everyone should be a champion and they're worthless. I think you're going to vote because then you can put on your resume that you're a pro wrestling champ. But this vote is the most important vote of your fucking life, okay? We'll call it the Jay White evil bullshit fuck you fucking vote, okay? Now, when this vote is done, what will be decided is every single human being on planet Earth, it's not fair, every single animal on planet Earth, and fucking the smarter plants. You know that one plant's like, I can eat a fly. Okay, he can be champ too. That means they're all champions. All champions. And to be the ultimate belt collector, you're just going to have to pin everyone on planet Earth. That's the way it's going to fucking be. Get your shit together, wrestling. Overall, it wasn't bad. Bullet Club is being Bullet Club to the Bullet Club. And what I mean by that is it's a North American gimmick that they're over the top North American and up to a North American audience. I don't know. I love happy endings. That's a happy ending. AEW World Trios title match. You got the Acclaim versus the Iron Savages. Tony. I love the Attitude Era. But I think, as every old fan will tell you, the Attitude Era wasn't always perfect. It had its moments. And then there's moments where you're like, what the fuck? And there's some moments you fucking grew out of. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, maybe you fucking giggled at Right to Censor, but now that it's a fucking reality and we can't say fuck on YouTube, it changes it around. You know what I mean? A little fucking different. It's a little bit harder. The eating ass thing, just stop. All right, you struck gold with the young perverts with the scissor me. Just stop. I don't fucking know. It's like, oh, you get it? Fucking beating ass, eating ass. Well, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. I don't know. Sid's Light brought up something, and I thought it was interesting. The World's Trios title kind of makes the tag titles watered down. Holy fuck, are we just repeating that there's too many titles? I'll fucking never stop. I'll never stop. There's too many titles. Too many. But yeah. Singles match, Toni Storm defeats Kiera Hogan, 827. Now I'm going to say something, and I know you ever have a YouTube comment that's so fucking dumb that outside of YouTube, outside of Twitch, and outside of online stuff, you actually tell your real friends in the real world, you know, the ones you can high five with? There was a comment because I had a different opinion that I lost credibility. I have made fun of that person in business meetings. I've made fun of that person in podcasts. I made fun of that person at fucking bars. I'm going to lose some credibility. And that credibility is, I don't even know who it is. I should remember who said it so I can bust his fucking balls more. I know I'm in the minority on this one. I hate the new Toni Storm gimmick. And it might grow on me like kind of like Juice Robinson did. Maybe I'm an old man and I want my fucking pro wrestling the same way I want my Rockies. Absolutely fucking awesome. But there's a line where we go over the top. You know what I mean? I'm looking at this, and it's the bell pepper. We talked about the bell pepper earlier. I hate bell peppers, but I bet you there's a really good one out there. It's got bacon. It's got a little bit of butter. Got some steak, ground beef. You know what I mean? It's fucking there. You got a little secret sauce. You're like, what is even that secret sauce? I don't fucking know. That's how I feel this gimmick is. I'm like, I know some motherfuckers are down with the bell pepper. I know some of these people are down with fucking timeless Toni Storm. I'm just not one of them. Maybe she can win me over. MJF won me over. Maybe they can win me over. Orange Cassidy won me over. But I thought Orange Cassidy won me over pretty quick. I was like, oh, I get it. It's different. That's cool. Timeless fucking Toni Storm. Yeah, I get it. We're sports entertainment. We're fucking going back. I only think she has this gimmick because the rest of the roster can't keep up with her. I think that's it. You know, it's like it's the end of a really great wrestler's career. They go full sports entertainment, and then there's no looking back, and it'll never be the same. If you watch both reviews, I'll probably say that about Nakamura later today at WWE. Spoiler. Spoiler. I'll probably say it about Nakamura later. But hey, everyone's having fun. I don't want to be the asshole who ruins fun. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. It's just, I think it's hiding the fact that she can't have great matches with the roster that they have in front of her. And that makes me sad. But people will giggle. There's tits, there's shoes, there's black and white. Good job, guys. Next, you got ROH World Title match. Eddie Kingston defeats Commander in 10 minutes. I was happy to fans were rooting for Eddie. And I want to see more of Commander. Overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid match. Got some titles and all that stuff. All right, let's get some of the finer details, a.k.a. the entertainment. There we go. Just going down. After the Danielson match, the Gates of Agony showed up in... what the fuck? Dude, I'm a novelist. I've never used that fucking word a day in my life. All right, they showed up and beat up... they wear masks. You could have just said masks. You little fucking nerds. And beat up Danielson. I thought the mask thing was kind of stupid. It's like most people don't know who the fuck they are. Listen, masks only work if you're a luchador, if you're not going to take it off, or when as soon as they take it off, you know who it is. And I mean, not just fucking nerds like us. I mean, like the average fucking person. Like the average person's like, oh man, that's fucking Hulk Hogan. Oh dude, that's CM Punk. Oh, that's fucking Roman Reigns. Oh, that's MJF, you know? 10 out of 10 fans. If you pick 10 random fans and they unmask and all 10 random fans know who it is, then make them wear a mask. Although that don't. I don't know. Maybe it's a fucking cool dude style shit that I have no fucking idea. So there you go. And Claudio and Wheeler Yuta come out, make the save. And there's that action. All right, scrolling down. This is after the Bullet Club match. After the match, 4 Bullet Club members pose with card blade and cardboard standee. By the way, I do like the idea that someone on Reddit, I apologize, I don't know the Reddit user's name, said that if Jay White wins the title, Cardboard better get a cardboard cutout. Jay brags about stealing the AEW title. Stop, I'm done. I already talked about it. It's fucking stupid. Never do it again. You fucking rot in hell. There you go. So there you go. Backstage, Ruby Soho is informed that she's banned from ringside. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I'm tired and cranky, boys. And we end with Adam Copeland, aka Edge, making his TNT debut. Listen, I know WWE fans rub their fucking nipples. I know WWE fans, AEW cares more about WWE fans than they do AEW fans, and that's just fucking science. That's just a fact. And I know WWE will find anything wrong with AEW, even if WWE does the same thing. But putting all that aside, if you can't sell out, you have to get smaller arenas. It is way better for a company to be in smaller arenas and pack the place and then slowly grow than having so many empty arenas. And not that empty arenas mattered that much, but here it did. Edge did not look at the hard cam like fucking once. And just fuck, man. I don't know, fucking, did they say anything important in a promo? I literally fucking, he wanted to be friends. Copeland, I'm seeing if there's anything worth a shit. Copeland calls out Christian. No, nothing, dude. Absolutely nothing. There was an attack with Luchasaurus. This is a fucking worthless segment. Anyway, yeah. Christian and Edge are going to fucking feud. And they're going to have a match. And people are running in. I don't know. Overall, the wrestlers are still having great matches. AEW is really leaning into sports entertainment, which I think the second company should at least attempt to be different. And it's weird because I feel like AEW and WWE are switching hats, even though the fans are fucking, not all the fans, but the diehard corporate guys are just hanging on. Like, I think at this point, are you talking about tonight? AEW Collision was more of a WWE show, and WWE Fastlane was more of an AEW show. But people are so loyal to their corporations, they don't fucking notice. They don't notice. But overall, I still give it a win. If you like sports entertainment, you probably liked it a hell of a lot more. If you liked pro wrestling, you probably didn't like it too much. The athletes did a pretty decent job. And I feel like because people wrongfully accuse, not wrongfully accuse, I'd say 50% of the time wrongfully accused. Sometimes they're on point, sometimes not. I think they're wrongfully accused often. I think that's the word I want to use. Wrongfully, I am so tired, boys. They're wrongfully accused often of not having storylines. Now, sometimes that is warrant, and sometimes it is not at all. But I think Tony Khan and whoever AEW creative is thinks gimmicks are storylines. I don't think gimmicks are storylines. Like the Brooklyn Brawler is a gimmick. That really wasn't a story. And I think because they're trying to get sports entertainment into this fucking product, they don't know the difference. And that scares me. Overall, wrestling great. If you like sports entertainment, you'll probably grade it higher. And a huge upset that I did not see coming. So I don't know how to feel about it. It shocked me. Hopefully they don't abuse it, but it worked out great here. So there you go. New champions. All right. I apologize. I'm really tired. I got 2 more videos to do. Like, comment, subscribe. We're always live on twitch.tv/KocoSports. And tomorrow I'm going to Pro Wrestling Noah. They're doing something called Monday Magic. It's something brand new. They're going to say it's drama-wise. I don't know what to expect. I will be there in Shinjuku Face, but you can watch free. Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag I'll tell you if it's an ad. Hashtag it's not an ad. On wrestle-universe.com, it is absolutely free to watch the first episode. And they have a lot of people's intrigue. So if they can deliver on something different, and it might hit a home run. I don't know. It's piqued a lot of people's interest. They went with ECW, no announcing the cards. They say it's going to be more drama based, and I think they're going to try to make it like a weekly thing. Right now, it's bi-weekly just for this month, but I have no idea. But I think, guys, just between me and you, I think I've been giving Noah secrets out too much. Or maybe I have like 5 or 6 Noah sources. I'm like, oh, a Noah employee said it. And now Noah employee's like, shut the fuck up. Fuck you, man. I ain't fucking telling you shit, jerk. And I'm like, ha ha! So make sure to check out wrestle-universe.com. Also, AEW will be on Tuesday, and it will be Tony's birthday. NXT is celebrating it too. For those that love corporations, I might say this in another video. If you're a WWE fan, you gotta love AEW. Would Undertaker, would John Cena, would Cody Rhodes be on NXT? Hell, competition is good. I know you don't realize that, but competition is good. All right, like, comment, subscribe. With that, I am over. Hey, boom, 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 boom.